The first time Nick killed me, we were 20. The second time he tried, I was 17, and this time I got there first.
Nervous, Piccolina?
No. It's just a lot. At 17, I was supposed to be a grieving orphan. At 37, inside my own head, I was counting debts, lies, and future corpses. Then I saw him, Nick Valenti, 20 years old, charming, hungry, already spending money he stole from me in another life. Same smile, same eyes, same man who told me to hold still while I died.
Victoria, I'm so sorry about your mom. She was a good woman.
Thank you.
Watch as Raider and Tenosman press to cure you just Fringlian party.
I don't know a native here.
Oh, you must be Vicky. I'm Emily. Nick's told me all about you.
Em's been a lifesaver. Her father helped us untangle a real mess with the books last month. Honest as the day is down, sir.
Oh, Vicky! I'm so sorry! How clumsy of me!
Here, baby, your hands. You could have cut yourself on the glass.
Water! A discrepancy that large doesn't just happen.
It was an accident. She seemed very sorry. There you are.
Did you hear anything unusual last night?
I took one of the pills the doctor gave me. I didn't hear anything until breakfast. Why, did something happen?
He knows, Nikki. Sal knows about the missing 20 grand from the Jersey shipment. He can't prove it was me. It was your signature on the release forms.
Find the money or make a bigger problem for him to look at.
The next morning, an anonymous typed letter arrived by courier. Common paper. No return address. Lethal information.
Did you hear any of that?
Hear what? I was reading. Is Nick in trouble?
Nick said it belonged to someone very important to him once, but that chapter is closed now. He wanted me to have it. A fresh start.
She thinks she won a prize. She doesn't know it's cursed.
You seem removed from the festivities.
I'm observing.
The necklace is quite striking. A family piece?
I care for things that aren't borrowed.
Borrowed things always come with debt.
She thinks she's won a prize. She doesn't know the prize is cursed.
I hope we can continue our discussion on art another time.
Perhaps. He couldn't see me. but he looked right at me. They thought I was asleep. At 1:17 a.m., I was already moving through the house like memory.
It has to be clean this time. No loose ends like last time.
The route is perfect. That stretch by the lake after the fundraiser, it's always slick. She'll be tired. Maybe she'll have had a drink.
The brakes on that old car are already shaky. A little more wear and it'll look like failure. An accident. A tragic loss for the family.
And her share of the trust defaults to you as her designated beneficiary once you're married. It's elegant, Nikki.
I just want it done. Having her here, watching us, it's creepy, those eyes.
She's a traumatized child. She's nothing. A ghost already. We're just helping her along. He was no longer a man I loved or hated, just an object, a problem on my blueprint. Checkmate in 4 moves, maybe 5.
Hey, kiddo. Sleep okay?
Like a rock. You?
Can't complain. Big day. Gotta smooth some things over with your uncle.
Good luck. I need a deep dive. 2 subjects. Nicholas Valenti and Emily Gaber. Financials, communications, metamenatum, known associates, the works, discreet.
Who is this?
An old client. You'll know by the payment method. 72 hours. Double for speed.
You forget?
Understood.
External player. Variable.
You look better today, Victoria. More color.
I feel better, Uncle. I think I'm finally settling in. He thought I meant safety. I meant territory.
Good. This is your home now.
Yes, it is. Not a refuge, a battlefield, and the battlefield was mine.
A violent choice for a young woman's contemplation.
It's honest. Judas doesn't look like a monster. He looks like a man making a transaction.
Most people see the kiss.
The kiss is the transaction.
Do you play chess, Victoria?
Not really.
Pity. It's a game of patience. Sometimes you sacrifice pieces to protect the king. Sometimes you sacrifice the king to win the game. Which piece are you on your uncle's board? The quiet pawn or the queen hiding in plain sight?
Maybe I'm not on the board at all. Maybe I'm the one setting up the pieces.
An ambitious thought for a schoolgirl.
Age is a poor measure of perspective, Mr. Costa. You of all people should know that.
Victoria. On this board, the most dangerous moves are often the quietest, the ones that look like retreat. But retreat to a stronger position isn't losing, it's preparation.
Is that what you're doing, Luca? Preparing? The code was my birthday, the day I died. My contact had style. The pieces are arriving. Petty, cruel, amateur, and still almost enough to kill me. Nick's Costa connection is the lever.
Costa.
Luca, it's Victoria Rossi. I've acquired some new pieces. I think they'd be of mutual interest. Are you available to meet? Tonight?
Name the place.
10 o'clock. Neutral ground.
You're full of surprises, Victoria.
Privacy has its price. Usually bad coffee. Nick Valenti. He's meeting with one of your people, Enrico Silva, regularly.
Where did you get this?
Does it matter? He's playing both sides. He's embezzling from my uncle. Sal already smells that part, and he's planning to remove a personal obstacle to his financial advancement. Me.
Planning how?
A car accident after the fundraiser. Brake failure. He's not creative, but he's thorough.
And you're telling me this why? So I can warn your uncle? Play the hero?
No, so you can understand the board. Nick is a liability to my family, and if he's promising things he can't deliver to your man Rico, to yours as well, I'm planning to tie him off.
You? A 17-year-old girl is gonna tie off a maid man?
I'm not a girl, Luca. Nick is barely a man. He's an opportunist with a pretty face and no loyalty. The easiest kind of break. It's all there. Embezzlement, Silva, the plan for my accident.
A gift with strings.
One string. You do nothing when it happens. You let the dominoes fall where I've placed them.
And if I say no?
Then maybe your grandfather sees the photos, maybe the investigator sees them, it gets louder, messier. Nick still falls.
Victoria, why trust me with this?
I don't trust you, Luca. I'm assigned assessing you. This is the test. Don't fail it. The fundraiser gala was black tie, polished smiles, and expensive hypocrisy. Perfect weather for an execution. She thought I was cornered. That was the funniest part.
My contact had perfect timing. Work order, mechanic in cuffs, one line of text. He's talking.
Sal, I need to talk to you. Now. It's urgent.
It can wait, Nicholas. Sit down.
It can't wait! It's about the accounts! The jersey money! It's a setup! It was her! Her father's the accountant! She made me do it!
Nick! How could you? I love you!
You greedy little bitch! You're the one who said she was a weight! You found the mechanic!
My study. Now. Marco, bring the girl.
You did this! You witch! I'll kill you!
Your value just hit 0.
Nicholas Valenti, you are accused of theft from this family, conspiring with outsiders, and plotting the murder of my kin. What do you say?
They're lies! All of it! She planted that evidence! She's twisted! Ask Emily!
I was scared. Nick made me do it. He threatened my father.
Your father has already been picked up by friends of mine in financial crimes. He's singing a very detailed song. The meetings with Enrico Silva of the Costa family. You confirm this man acted without your family's knowledge?
Enrico Silva has been disciplined for operating outside his authority. We had no formal arrangement with Mr. Villani. He was shopping his disloyalty. We have no interest in such merchandise.
Sal, please. I was loyal. For years.
Loyal? You were loyal to the money, to yourself. You looked at my sister's child and saw a payout. You do not betray the family. You do not touch my blood. Mine! You have no place here. You will leave this city. If you or your father speak a word of this, you will regret it. Now, get out.
Nick! Nick, tell them! Tell them it was you!
You knew from the beginning.
I suspected.
Go upstairs, Victoria. Get some rest. Your mother, she would have been terrified of you.
I know.
3 days later, he found me on the rooftop garden where the city looked almost clean from a distance.
I heard they found Nick in the trunk of a car in Indiana, and Emily and her father boarded a bus to Phoenix under new names.
It's what they deserved.
My part is complete. Your uncle's house is clean, thanks to you.
Don't thank me. It was mutually beneficial. How is the investigation going, Officer Costa?
I don't know what you mean.
I think you do. The Shell Corporation linked to Emily's father leads to a special organized crime task force. The tuition trail leads to you. Your tuition, Luca. Your mission was to get close to the Rossi family, gather evidence, bring down my uncle. Nick's stupidity gave you a perfect in, and my intervention cleaned up a mess that could have blown your cover, so thank you for your cooperate, Detective.
Is that what this was? Cooperation?
It was a transaction. You got your compromised asset neutralized and kept your cover. I got revenge and secured my position. We both win.
And what now? Do you turn me in to Sal?
No. Your investigation is dead in the water. Nick is the fall guy for everything. Sal's tightening the ship thanks to me. You have nothing.
I have you. A material witness, you're a conspirator, technically.
Then say that in court. Tell them how a 17-year-old orphan outmaneuvered a federal task force. See who believes you. Your mission failed because it was built on a lie. Your supervisor is on the payroll of my uncle's political rival. You weren't funding an investigation. You were funding destabilization. You were a weapon aimed at the wrong target.
What?
Everything you need to bury your corrupt supervisor and the politician is on here. Clean your own house. After that, your choices are your own.
What do you want in return?
You do nothing. You leave my city, you leave my family alone. This never happened.
That day in the museum, you said you were setting up the pieces. I didn't realize the board was this large, or that I was on it.
Everyone's on the board, Luca. Even the players who think they're running the game. Your move. I left him there with the ruins of his mission and the chance to salvage his soul. For the first time, I didn't care what he chose.
Mind if I sit?
Sit.
The internal review is complete. My former supervisor is facing charges. Officially, my deep cover assignment is terminated. Unofficially, I'm persona non grata in both worlds.
So who are you now?
A consultant with a unique skill set. I hear there's growing demand for strategic organization and intelligence vetting in certain family businesses.
My uncle handles external contracts.
I'm not here for your uncle. I'm here for the one who sets up the pieces.
The terms are non-negotiable. Full transparency, absolute discretion, and the first move is always mine.
Agreed.
This is your direct line. Use it only for business. Don't call me, I'll call you.
Understood, boss.
I didn't look back. I didn't need to. I could feel the city around me now. The threads, the leverage, the balance. Not mine to control. Not yet. But mine to understand. I was 17. I was 37. I was alive. And for the first time in 2 lifetimes, I was free.